I need your help. I don't have much time. They want to erase me. They want to erase who I am. They're coming.
Who defaced the pages of this manifesto? This is a disaster. This is poison. Who fed you this poison? It was the librarian, wasn't it? That snake. How did nobody see these being distributed? Cooper, get us some water. Sovereign water from the commissary. Go! Where is it? Not the defaced manifesto. Where is it? Tell me, or I'll tell them.
But you are them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Child, where is it?
Where's what?
I did not call for Prizrak.
Our computer scrubbed the word poison. I have to check it out.
It's not like that, Derringer. I can handle this precal myself.
Look, I need to know if someone's poisoning the food and water supply in this place.
I am talking about this, you idiot. Poison for the mind.
It's just a manifesto.
Not just. It's been contaminated. These are the words of Zager.
Zager is dead. But I guess we could dig him up and shoot him again. Anything else, Murray?
What? That's not enough?
The girl's infected. Found reading Contraband. Third offense. We are taking her
I
to
didn't read
calibration.
I am
anything.
in charge, your Derringer. You will put her in a confinement cell. There will be no recalibration without my authority.
Fine. Just do it before the arrival. And watch your step.
What's your step?
You ever shut up?
Bring her a blanket. I don't want her freezing to death before tomorrow. Hurry up!
Good evening, citizens of Metamorphosis. As we make our final preparations, we must be extra vigilant. Recent events have brought us the capture and killing of a man whose sinister, disgusting actions caused no small amount of grief. You know who I am referring to. I will not speak his name again. But even though he has been eliminated, other threats remain. Just tonight, another treasonist was attempting to infect the minds of our youngest and brightest with lies, masquerading as divine text. This mimeo apostate will be dealt with in the same manner as the one who inspired him. Keep a watchful eye out for our Republic, my friends. And in return, she will watch over you.
You're still here. You have to help me. They're going to hurt me. Recalibrate me. She's probably watching me now. They say I'm infected, contaminated for reading something I wasn't supposed to. Can you help me somehow? Can you help me get out of here? The cameras. Can you see me? You can see me in there. Yeah. What's the difference? There's no way you can help me from there. You're just another pair of eyes watching me. Watching them watch me. Did you do that? Did you open the door? I don't know who you are or how you're doing this, but somehow you found a way into this place. Can you help me find a way out? Okay, let's go.
Hello. Please do not be alarmed by the sound of my voice. My name's Cooper. I am communicating with you in text-to-speech because it is too risky for me to use my real voice. I am the one who found the phone in the girl's room just a moment ago. I've returned the phone to her because she is in danger and I wish to help her. It seems you wish to help her too. I do not presume that you are as technically inclined as I am. So I will skip the occupational lingo and get directly to the point. The phone she's carrying is a link, giving you access to our facility's online network. It is called OMNI View. By entering OMNI View, you can easily move from one camera to another. To keep the girl out of sight, you'll need to scout ahead for her. The rest I'll explain as you go. Good luck. I'm sure you can hack it in this place. That was a joke, by the way. Sometimes my humor gets lost in translation. A good reminder: use the cameras to see what's in the next room. Looks like one of my colleagues has left a pin code sitting out for everyone to see. I long for the days when basic common sense was a prerequisite for gainful employment.
Arrival proceeds as planned. We will not be swayed by cowardly acts of terror. Stricter punishments for traitors urged. I heard the powers that be are secretly hoping for some kind of an attack to justify all these new security measures. And while they would prefer it to be bloodless, I suspect they'll take anything. Perhaps they'll even carry it out themselves to ensure it happens before the arrival.
This is P0 brand pepper spray. You can equip this for the girl in the bottom left corner of your screen. Each canister contains a single shot. It will temporarily disable guards, but be careful. Before long, they'll be back on patrol and angrier than ever.
Look, pepper spray. Thanks. You found me a good spot. I should be safe here.
Sanchez,
Yes, madame.
don't forget to give her the sodium thiopentol injection.
Yes, madame.
I once spent some time stuffed in a locker. This may surprise you, but I wasn't very popular in high school. Recently, the children in Metamorphosis have become more brazen in their attempts to take things from the Prizrak. Surely, this was Zager's influence.
Check his pockets. I got something.
As a certified Kickstarter addict, my humble key recenter is filled with enough side-scrolling chiptune games to fill a lifetime's worth of the Reagan era. Shovel Knight is one of the good ones though, an 8-bit homage that marries old-school platforming with cutting-edge game design. I cry a little tear whenever I lose my hard-earned gold after a clumsy mistake, and I love it. If 2014 had a baby with 1989, she'd look a whole lot like Shovel Knight.
Pepper spray here.
Got him. Zager killed in firefight with Prizrak. The depravity of this man was boundless. Best to remove the comments section for the online edition, and change "shot dead by Prizrak" to "killed in firefight by Prizrak." This way it suggests he was given a sporting chance. When the surveillance video of this day surfaces, and it will, it's going to require major surgery if they want it to look like justice.
Last month, a prequel got their hands on a canister of pepper spray. They blinded a loyalist Prizrak during routine inspection.
Going in to pick his pockets. Nice.
Few games make us think about the stories and secrets we all keep hidden from others. Gone Home is a beautiful game, one I found myself ruminating on long after its credits. I found myself thinking on the Overseer's manifesto and his crusade for a more idyllic society. Our relationship with technology provides order and control. Yet, even in a place like this, There are things even cameras can't see. The paranoia is warranted in this case. A precal once found the key to the armory and stole a dozen tasers. It took 7 Prizrak to finally bring him down. Despite being obnoxious, this poster makes a valid point. The girl is less likely to attract attention if she walks softly. Wanted. Well, Derringer and the Overseer got what they wanted. A trophy kill. I'm surprised they didn't drag Zager's body through the facility as a warning to all of the would-be revolutionaries. I was given this award for my loyalty to the Prizrak. Ironic, given the current circumstances. They also misspelled my name. The great thing about Kickstarter is that we can bring back classic games from the past. I remember playing the Shadowrun pen and paper game in my parents' basement. It was kinda fun. I hear it's much better when you play with other people. Derringer asked me how much money I wasted on this DFA poster. I said it was $10. I lied. Turns out it was $250 on Kickstarter. Worth every penny. You will never guess which Kickstarter project this is, unless you pledge high enough to get this totally filthy poster. See, I was into Kickstarter before it was mainstream. The box that I keep my video game cartridges in. If I ever get my games back, I'm going to store them in a more secure fashion. Recently, the children in Metamorphosis have become more brazen in their attempts to take things from the Prizrak. Surely, this was Zager's influence. The Prizrak waged their campaign against Zager from this very room. The following conversation was recorded 2 months ago.
Listen, Prizrak, calling the man a menace doesn't give him the credit he deserves. Put another team on scrubbing through the footage.
I will, sir. Though so far the camera network hasn't been terribly effective.
Zager's a human being, not some phantom. He casts a shadow like the rest of us. And I'm giving you more than you should need to find him. Now, should that prove too difficult for you?
No, sir. I understand. Watch your step.
I'll take this.
The girl has found one of the banned books. The Overseer has banned many books inside of Metamorphosis. As the poor librarian upstairs once said, it is better to ban a book than to burn it. Talk about taking lemons and making lemonade. I wonder if there are more books like this one lying around.
Put this in the box with leaves of grass. He and Whitman deserve each other. He would teach our innocents to dance and carouse. Seduction and the majesty of a man's body befit such a vagrant as Zorba. But they don't belong here, where we give people their best home. This is a blueprint for destroying one's life. Are we not here to give people happiness? They cannot be taught suicide.
A fingerprint scan. It would be terrible if this got into the wrong hands. They would have a lot of power at their fingertips. Hint, hint.
pris rack. Let's go for the steel. Got it.
I see you have discovered one of my floppy disks. As a hardcore gamer, I collect many video games. Sadly, my fellow Prizrak torment me by stealing my prized collection. Can you assist the girl in recovering my lost floppy disks? It is not like you have a more important job to do. This game began as a Kickstarter project. After many delays, the game was actually released. Star Command is a starship management simulator, and it's fascinating. It's also very challenging, as you spend your time taking on the evil Anti-Eons. But to be honest, I think the Kickstarter drama leading up to its release was just as exciting. This is a battery charging station. Certain OMNI abilities will drain the battery on the girl's phone. You'll see her battery life displayed in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Direct the girl to any recharging station to juice up. Collected contraband is up by 47% in recent months. For a secure location, you would be surprised by what we find in their pockets.
Good idea. My battery was running low.
Hey there, you just found a data broker terminal. These are located throughout the facility. Any data you collect by scanning items in OMNI View can be traded to the data broker in exchange for new OMNI abilities. OMNI abilities are valuable tools for gathering information and assuming control of the girl's environment.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Free email exchanges. Listen in on voicemail messages. Lure Prizrak away from the trolls. Monitor Prizrak patrol routes. Come back anytime.
This is an early prototype for a weapon Derringer insisted we need in Metamorphosis. With Zager dead, I'm not sure who Derringer thinks we're at war with, but he bought 5,000 of these things with money from our annual food budget. Hopefully, they are edible landmines.
Cooper, I went looking for you earlier in your little woman cave over there. I shouldn't need to tell you what I found was entirely unacceptable. You were given the added task of overseeing the surveillance monitoring program, because I thought you were man enough to handle the responsibility. However, now that I've been exposed to all that in your office, I'm forced to reevaluate my decision. This is a severe behavioral disorder, Cooper. And in its own way, as screwed up as anything Zager tried to do. I expect you to fix this lapse in judgment before I have to come back with a hammer and a trash bag.
Well, when you ask me nicely like that,
Everything looks good.
Pockets are full.
Station 17, this is Madame Prideaux. Concerning that precal I had interned, 390H. I require more time with this subject prior to her dissection. However, I feel Derringer is bent on challenging my judgment. And after what happened with 933W, I feel compelled to remind you, all children are under my authority. If he attempts to interfere, you will locate me immediately.
This is Quinn Derringer. We've had another instance of someone screwing with the generator over at the power station. I ordered that fingerprint reader installed a week ago. I want it done today. Is that understood? Call me back when you get this. And I suggest you give me the news I want to hear.
Not surprisingly, the Przrak who wrote this is no longer with us. The security checkpoints in this facility are always evolving. Yesterday, PIN codes were all the rage. Today, it's fingerprint and iris scans. Tomorrow, it will be blood.
Gentlemen, I am not going to explain this to you again. Mireille Prideaux can hem and haw all she wants, but that is not in charge of security. I am. You transfer copies of the children's fingerprints to my secure server, or you can consider yourself reassigned to the graveyard shift.
We have observed you spending a great deal of time in the library recently. Perhaps I should ask the librarian about these indiscretions. Did he give you the poisoned manifesto? If not him, child, then who? Speak! I have been put here to shepherd you. But you must accept that help, or we will both face the consequences.
It seems the librarian has been flagged for suspicion of distributing the poisoned manifestos. I hope the girl finds him before Derringer does. This email was sent more than a month ago. The precal in question, 933W, is still at large.
going into Vic's pockets. I got some.
This is one of the best games I own. Well, used to own. The graphics are beautiful, and the music is wonderful. And the writing is pretty funny. I like Logfella. He doesn't talk much. Like me.
Do you see the door there? That's where I have to go. If I can get to the library, I can find the librarian. He can protect me.
Hey, Clark, you can sleep when you're dead. Come on. Derringer wants us to lock up the atrium.
I had a dream I won the lottery.
Yeah? What was the jackpot?
10,000.
You gotta dream bigger than that if you want to buy your way out of here.
Now's our chance. Let's go through this door. Okay. Go ahead and hack it open. Why can't you open it?
Hello. It is Cooper again. You cannot open that door with your current version of the OMNI View software. You will need to update your software at a daemon server. Upgrade to version 1.0 and you can open this door. Then, you can get the girl to the library. The nearest demon is in the commissary on the other side of the dorms. I will add this waypoint to your OMNI View. I will also highlight this location on your map. Proceed with caution.
It seems like you have a plan. What do we need to do?
Okay, how does it sound? Dear Mr. Derringer, after mentioning this to you in passing, I wanted to send you this letter reminding you of my sincere desire for advancement. I believe I have a lot to offer, and in my current position, I will not be able to demonstrate my true potential. Plus, it's boring. Whenever you have time, I would love the opportunity to discuss my moving to the day shift at greater length. Sincerely, yada yada yada. How's that?
good thinking. I hope they can't see me here.
There is an ideal we all live by. A pillar upon which all our collective hopes and aspirations are stacked, extending upwards towards a glorious future. We create symbols to give these ideals power, to remind us to look up, to look forward. Today I give you that symbol with an expectation of the greatness it will inspire. We must remain open to all things, while still vigilant against the corruptive forces working around us. Let this symbol be our beacon through the long night, and let it stand as a testimonial once we reach the light of the sun.
The door's locked. I can't go any further. I hope they can't see me here.
Nothing.
Settle down, children, settle down. I am as anxious as you are to acquaint myself with Miss Prideaux. She is a most welcome addition to our Republique. And to that end, I would like to present her and all of you with this small gift, a symbol of longevity and the relationships we look forward to watching take root.
Thank you so much, Headmaster. As one who will be so singularly focused on the well-being of these young, bright minds, I am truly humbled. I cannot express how sincerely I am looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you.
Zager's secret compound discovered. Inside the rat hole, sources say pornography, Drugs everywhere. Zager almost certainly had other hiding spots. Even Derringer suggested as much to me the other night in a, interview. I'm not printing this, of course. Makes him look bad. Makes them all look bad. You can't be perceived as having crack security when a crackpot is living in your walls rent-free.
Prizrak, I just received an alarming message that 933W was seen leaving the library wearing one of our uniforms. He may be heading back your way to find that girl he's been crushing on. Notify me immediately if the actions of any of our agents seem in the least bit suspicious to you.
I wonder what this mystery room with no camera feed could be. A Zager safe room, perhaps? Mireille's liberal arts education is of little benefit in this crushing environment. I wonder if she would even recognize her former, idealistic self.
What? What is this? Mon Dieu. Banning the children's access to such fundamental literature was not enough. Now he believes these books have been smuggled into the domes. Please let the headmaster know that I shall investigate this, despite his suspicions being not only unwarranted, but mildly insulting.
Madame, do you really want me to tell him that?
All but the last part.
Zager's poisoned manifestos. More fuel for the fire. The girl should be extra careful going forward. Looks like Mireille knows she has escaped from the brig. A cell phone charger, worthless without the phone, but no less dangerous as contraband.
Nothing.
Prisrac on their patrols.
Something in those pages has me quite upset. Zager's words sting like tear gas in the eyes of the establishment. Pages from the mini manifesto. Looks like they've been ripped out. Mireille would be wise to dispose of these more discreetly.
No sign of the pre-cal.
Let's see what he's got on him. That's more than I can carry. Got it.
I would pronounce the team behind this freaky little game, but text-to-speech has a hard time with the word Simogo. These guys did some light-hearted games before making Year Walk. When I played this game, it really frightened me. How do you go from such happiness like Bumpy Road to a psychological head trip like this one is beyond me. I hope these guys didn't fry their brains.
Another quiet night.
There are many alcoves within Metamorphosis. Each one, a perfect fit for a pre-cal who wishes to remain unseen.
Pockets are full.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Monitor prisoner on patrol routes. Come back anytime.
Check in.
Clear. I can't carry anymore.
This is the girl's room. 390H. Of course, this isn't what she calls herself.
(390H), my dear, my inspiring pupil. I know you're not accustomed to gifts, but this is more than just some trinket. It is a secret between you and I, and it cannot be shared until we are both ready. So I will keep the key for safekeeping until the two of us agree to open it together. Until then, I hope you will treasure its beauty as much as I do you. And when you gaze upon it, I hope your thoughts will be of me.
Pyramid flags flutter in the wind. His voice carries above them, singing a promise to lead these men to honor, protect, and love them. From his garden perch, he keeps us secure against the forces of evil. He spares our minds the hollow allure and fraud of Zager's upheaval. The Republique stands and will for all time, safe from ruin or disaster, because he is watching out for us all, our noble and wise headmaster. I'll hold on to this.
There are few things, librarian, as disappointing as failed leadership, especially when that leadership fails by giving in to mental illness or desire. Hawthorne came from a line of leaders, but you wouldn't know that by reading his account of Dimmesdale. The Scarlet Letter would teach our citizens that its leadership can succumb to the weaknesses that we work daily to cure. Such doubt is unacceptable. Where would we be without faith in government?
Hey, Fishy, you hungry? Here you go. What does the world look like to you? Fishy, I'll tell you a secret. I like a boy who lives on the other hall. The one we call Weep. He sits beside me in history class, and he's adorable. I'm too shy to talk to him. There's a guard there. Let's see what he's carrying. This may come in handy. Nice.
Japan had the sense to try and then fine a translator for dragging this garbage into Japanese. Out there beyond our walls, Lady Chatterley's lover has a reputation as sidekick to hormones in adolescent awakenings. Puberty is a delicate time. We need to cultivate it as a plant in a garden. We cannot teach them control with this floating around. I assure you, we know better than Lawrence.
A modern game with all the trappings of a great 90s arcade cabinet, mutants, post-apocalyptic environments, killer co-op, I like to imagine nuclear throne machines lining every laundromat and corner store. Disaffected youths pushing grannies out of the way, placing quarters to claim their spot in line. The developers at Lambier are the true wasteland kings.
Look what your arrogance has wrought. You are destroying the things that make your life meaningful. You are doing this to yourself. And unless you tell me where you have hidden that manifesto, I will accelerate that which you've already chosen to inflict upon yourself. Prizrak, take this precal to confinement.
Nothing to report. Everything looks good.
He's right there. An old Zager cassette.
This looks like an old cassette tape. You may find this difficult to believe, but I am actually old enough to remember when these were popular. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideouts. However, with the facility's new censorship system coming online, I suspect most of this Zager end will be suppressed. The man enjoyed his salty language, to put it mildly. If you find a cassette player, perhaps you could hear what is on it. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideout.
No sign of the precal.
Let's see what he's got on him. I got something.
They call Super Hexagon a Twitch game. I doubt even Doc Holliday had quick enough reflexes for this one. I've never gotten farther than 3.5 seconds. It's intense. I don't know if that's because it gives me vertigo, or because of the ominous lady shouting game over every time I die.
Nothing to report. What have you got?
Such a display of finality is premature, don't you think?
Derringer doesn't think so. Either that kid's long gone or he's a skeleton in a wall somewhere. Either way, leaving his stuff laying around will only be a distraction.
And this is not. You want our words to focus on the arrival, and not the poison in those manifestos, correct? Then perhaps such a public celebration of the boy's ability to elude us is counterproductive, no?
I'm arranging one of the tech crews to run a full diagnostic of the metal detectors in the facility. But I want you to oversee the work on your station personally. There are too many potential hiccups that could be had in the commissary. And with the arrival approaching so quickly, I'm looking to you to shore up the weakest link. If you need any additional resources, you let me know.
I would add stolen cell phones to that list.
I'll check his pockets.
All's quiet here.
God.
Clear.
When I play Kentucky Route Zero, I'm transported to my childhood. I can smell the coffee-stained computer in my father's home office. Conway's surrealistic point-and-click adventure is something best experienced on a quiet Sunday morning. As the sunlight pours into the room, I wonder when the developers at Cardboard Computer will release the next episode. I don't mind waiting though. Every new episode is a gift. You have just found a new battery for the girl's phone. Some OMNI View abilities require battery power, and will not work when the girl's phone is not well charged. You will probably find more batteries lying around this facility. You may also recharge the phone at a demon server or inside confinement rooms.
I'll be taking this. Good idea. My battery was getting low. That's more than I can carry.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Lower price rack away from the trolls. Sorry to see you go.
Good.
See what he's carrying. I'll take this. Got it.
Alexander Bruce describes his game as a mind-bending psychological exploration game, which sounds a lot more fun than the definitive test of whether you are smart or not. But that's why I like Antichamber. It treats you like a functional human being, which also means you feel like an abject failure whenever you get stumped, like that one time I couldn't figure out how to exit the game.
The body is strange, librarian. Oxytocin and endorphins lead so many to mistake robotic chemical responses for emotional attachments. Worse, though, is what Burroughs promotes. He suggests deviant behavior as a mechanical way around the trappings of societal control. We cannot let people think their bodies are ways around the state. They must exercise the Republique with their bodies in everything they do. Everything. Throw naked lunch in the pile.
If the girl needs to circumvent a room full of Prizrak, the vents are a good way to travel.
I don't have room for anything else.
to my domain. See anything you like. Sorry to see you go.
Going in for the steak. I'll hold on to this. Pris Rec.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention use this game as an educational simulator to show how diseases are spread. Pretty funny, considering the object of the game is to kill everyone in the entire world. That, and you can give your disease funny names like Toxic Doo-Doo Syndrome.
Can you believe that many regard Whitman, the iconic poet of the American Republic? That alone says enough. This verbal monument to sensuality and excess, you know that no library except Philadelphia would touch it after publication. Reading it is like watching the man stroll naked through the streets. I, too, sing the body electric, though perhaps more forcefully than even Whitman could enjoy.
Tower defense games are a dime a dozen these days, but Kingdom Rush is the real deal. I wish I could tell you why, but I'm not a game designer. Well, I made a game one time, a game about a handsome, quiet guard who escapes from his horrible job. I call it Rogue Cooper.
Sounds good.
Pockets are full.
Welcome to my domain. What are you buying? Sorry to see you go.
Okay, vent. I need a screwdriver to open this vent. The door.
How are you out of your cage?
Murray.
I gave you a stay of execution, and this is how you repay me.
Murray is coming.
Well, those flickering embers of clemency have gone cold.
There must be another way out of here.
That file is dead, and so have we. So are you when I get down there.
There must be something you can do.
Before we can look to the future, we must look to the one who will lead us there.
The Overseer secures the bonds between us all. Only let him serve, and you will be served. The lustful poets, vulgar winds blow down the walls of our house, exploding beauty into decadence. The civil engineer takes what is true, regardless of source, and puts it to use for safety and comfort. The mad inventor covets his results and denies his peers data, always envious of Mother Nature's perfection. The civil engineer takes what is true, regardless of source, and puts it to use for safety and comfort. The monopolist unifies different industries under the banner of righteous service to promote the common good. The greedy industrialist owns and owns and owns. She stifles the research that would threaten her financial bottom line. The monopolist unifies different industries under the banner of righteous service to promote the common good. The slothful union man spends more time relaxing beneath the shade tree than sweating atop the scaffold. The working class heroes keep their heads down and their minds on the tasks that edify and advance the human race. Wisely, the politician shows that serving the people is the path to sane obedience. The gluttonous baby kisser stuffs herself with ballots until she is purged from office and once more desperate to please. Wisely, the politician shows that serving the people is the path to sane obedience. The neighborly policeman gives the children time to settle down, maintaining law and order with rare discipline. The wrathful soldier's boots clamp across the street. Blood dries on his baton and soles. The neighborly policeman gives the children time to settle down, maintaining law and order with rare discipline.
Stop! I wish to speak to her alone.
Yes, madame. Watch your step in there. She could be armed.
Come out, child. Make it easy on yourself. You know what I want. It's over. You're a rat in a cage. There's no escape.
Censorship AI to be updated, expanded. Profanity. An assault on young and old alike. Now that has gone too far. You can have my right to privacy. You can have my booze and caffeine and chocolate. But when you take away my right to curse a blue streak, you leave me with nothing to say. For once, in my job, I am absolutely speechless.
Mr. Treglazov, Vice Admiral Matthews of the Pacific Fleet. Pacific? You're a long way from home, Admiral. So are you, if I'm to believe the rumors. First time in Washington, sir? Hardly. I was told General Karnofsky was heading up this project. The general retired over the holidays. I'm overseeing now, from a military standpoint at least. I see. Apologies if I seem hurried. I have a meeting with the new superintendent of the Naval Academy at 1. That's in 5 minutes. Like I said. Well, it's hardly enough time to pitch my vision. So I've read over your evaluative study, and we've taken your recommendations into account. Is this a joke to you? Excuse me? Your security, the security of your country, is at stake. Now you listen here. I dedicate my life to the protection and security of the United States. If you think you have a better approach, we'll entertain it. But do not come in here and make threats. I made no such thing. And try to muscle some wildly expensive cryptographic software through the door. You can pay today to prevent a catastrophe. Or you'll pay tomorrow to clean it up. Okay, that's a threat. Right there. You get out of my office. Now. Hey, Dolores. Yes, lock the door behind him. I don't want to see Mr. Treglazov anywhere near this building again. You understand? What the hell? No, I'm here. No, he left something on my desk. No, I don't think we need the bomb squad. It's a pin. It's just like a lapel pin.
Fake passports and foreign currency. The Overseer has an escape plan, even if the rest of us do not.
I'll hold on to this.
One of the great terrors of literature is its ability to touch a reader's unspoken experience. But you understand, librarian. A republique requires peace between its citizens. Animal Farm gives voice to bigoted trends we must erase. Its laws separate citizens into different body types. Those with 2 legs and 4 legs and wings. It's a short jump from this fiction to realizing that you've never liked the color of your neighbor's skin. This one belongs in a cage.
Nicely done. You are one cool customer. Now you have the OMNI software update needed to access the library door. I have set a new waypoint to lead you back to the atrium. Before going back to the atrium, I recommend unlocking a few OMNI abilities at this terminal.
Welcome to my domain. What would you like? Any help locations on the map? Come back anytime.
It's locked.
A screwdriver. These are great for opening vents, but they are flimsy and will often break. Hopefully, there's more than one lying around.
A screwdriver. Another broken screwdriver. I'll check his pockets. Got it.
This is an excellent dungeon crawler RPG. I can relate to the hero who was dropped deep underground and left to fight his way out. It was another successful Kickstarter game. What warmed my heart the most was the inspired pop synth music.
He's right there. They're right there.
Nothing going.
Danger.
This is a Taser Model C2CEW. It really packs a punch, and will render its targets incapacitated for the night. Equip the Taser as you would any item in the girl's inventory.
Taser. Good idea. My battery was running low.
Welcome to my domain. Leaving so soon. I don't trust that.
press rack. On their patrol. Girls. I don't think so. The boys' side of the commissary. This is where wheat beats.
This is Central. Derringer's folks distributed the new allotment of tasers last night. With all the added precautions because of the arrival, he insisted they be stowed in the lockbox for safekeeping. Passcode is 4118. And watch your step. If you thought the old ones had a kick, you really don't want to be on the business end of one of these new models.
Why are they spying on the boys? I'll take this.
Pasternak, in the Soviet Union, wrote a book critical of the October Revolution. Can you think of anything more stupid? Beyond that, Zhivago and Laura cuckold a servant of the state, and Pasternak has the gall to ennoble their sin as a mystic union. The worst form of physical love, betrayal, is favored over the physical sacrifice of a soldier for his country. I despise freewheeling artists, librarian.
Though this email doesn't mention it, we all know it was the librarian that slipped those poisoned manifestos to the kids.
Can you hack this open? A new taser. I've never been over here before. We're not allowed. The headmaster calls it separate spheres. I wonder if they feed us the same meals. It's locked. I'm stuck.
Clear.
What's yours is mine.
Bridge rack checking in.
Going in
No
for the
sign of
steel.
the pre-cal.
Half turn-based RPG, half Viking soap opera, the Banner Saga really has no business existing, which is why it warms my cold gamer heart that my fellow gamers kickstarted this game into existence. The team at Stoic delivered on their ambitious promises, and helped prove that us gamers can spot a hot new IP even when big publishers cannot.
The screwdriver broke.
The first photograph Zager ever took. There's an interesting story behind it. He told of it in his version of the manifesto. Zager was always inspired by uprisings. He hoped to inspire those inside Metamorphosis to rise up in similar fashion. Zager called this photo the perfect metaphor for our times. Zager's altered manifesto was still a work in progress at the time of his death.
An old Zager cassette. Screwdriver.
This old-school boombox is ideal for playing back any audio cassettes the girl finds.
Oh, God, this collar. Itchy, man. It's got me scratching like a flea-bitten dog in a patch of poison oak. Not to mention, I've got this clicking in my head that I just can't seem to shake. Bet you the overseer probably put a chip in my brain. Now it's malfunctioning. Figured forcing everyone to wear a collar wasn't enough, so he decides to tag us too. I've got an epic case of cabin fever. I think maybe I'm going crazy. Crazier than usual. I gotta get out of here. I tell you, my mind, it's melting. It's dripping out of my ears. It's all this technology, this invisible energy. It's cutting right through me every second of the day. Wi-Fi is killing me, man. It's cutting me down slowly. There's no way to turn my brain off, and no way to keep this guy's gray matter a secret from his prying eyes, because he's psychic. No, don't say that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. He has 1 billion cameras in this place, that's all. 1 billion cameras, and they're all aimed at me. Better if they were guns. You know, I'd kill myself if I thought it'd keep him from reading my thoughts. But he'd probably just dig up my corpse, plug out my spine, and shove it into some computer. Is that even possible? Can people really do that yet? Oh, God. My only choice is to keep drinking. Just keep drinking until my mind resembles an overcooked asparagus. I think I'm halfway there, I think. Every brain cell I drown is one less piece of evidence that bastard's thought police could turn against me. Booze is the best degaussing gun. Okay, I gotta go. Remember, don't trust me. Not even anyone. Zager here. I want to apologize for the recent radio silence, but lately there's been a special project occupying my time. See, I'm taking the old man's manifesto and I'm making a few changes. Treglazov may think his words are gospel, but I think he could use an editor. So I'm touching up those beautiful lies with a little ugly truth. All you gotta do is read between the lines. I gotta say, it's actually been easier than you might think. You can't swing a dead Prizrak without hitting a stack of manifestos in this place, so no shortage of raw materials. Oh, and if you're wondering about distribution, well, all I can say is there's a few sympathetic parties down here willing to scatter these new and improved copies around, like drugs on a schoolyard. Good luck rounding them all up, Derringer. Oh, and Treglazov, if you're listening, and let's be honest, you probably are, then know this. The damage is done. My marked up manifestos will soon go into circulation. They will be read. They'll be passed around. Eyes will be opened. Minds will be blown. And there will be no going back. You can't stuff the back in this Trojan horse. So happy reading. This is Zager saying to you, don't trust anybody. Not even me. Oh, but read my book.
The screwdriver snapped in half.
Prizrak, checking in. Reporting.
I'll take this.
Everything looks good.
Voltaire suffers from the core flaw of satire. He manifests the very villainy he intends to lampoon. Do we want the women in our Republique to believe themselves currency in Voltaire's economy of sexual exchange? Intended or no, this preserves ancient viciousness against women and would justifiably lead half our citizens into unproductive rage. customs agents across Europe once refused Candide passage. We must persevere where they have relaxed.
Nothing going.
I can't carry anymore.
Nothing.
Good idea. My battery was getting low. My pockets are full.
Welcome to my domain. Care to purchase new abilities? Monitor prisoner patrol routes. Come back anytime.
No sign of the freak-out.
I don't have room for anything else. no.
They don't save the images. LOL.
Body scanners do not cause cancer. Metamorphosis doctors say fears unfounded. That's a good strong headline. Go print it before we're told otherwise. Say, which do you think would rile the citizens more? The fact that these machines do indeed cause cancer, or the fact that the naked images they capture are being turned into playing cards for the perverse amusement of the Prizrak?
The Overseer seeks to erase nudity from art, even as his body scanners create these vulgar portraits.
We're so close. There's too many of them.
Howdy, partner. It is me, Cooper. I'm feeling pretty confident since I have gotten you this far. I have a plan to get the girl through the library's security checkpoint. But first, you must proceed to the power station. I will explain there. Look for the power station waypoint in OMNI View.
Good thinking. Berserk. They won't find me in here.
If ever there was a flawed prophet, it was Huxley. His world state gave its citizens freedom to cavort in pleasure as a distraction from political activity. But look at the 20th century's sexual revolution. Sexual curiosity leads to self-ownership, which invariably results in dissent. Parents of the Midwestern United States are right to force this from high schools. Even if the wings of a bird are faulty, their trajectory may still be true.
Danger. Let's go for the steal. I got something.
The fall is so immersive. I find myself thinking like the protagonist while I play. Let's say I was a sentient Asimov AI, embedded in the suit of a space pilot critically injured in a crash landing. Would I reject my directives and fight for my life? Frankly, it's a dilemma best explored within the confines of the game. The eerie parallels to our current predicament are not lost on me.
Got my post secure.
Taser. That's more than I can carry. A Zager cassette. Heading to the vent. They're right there.
Zager here. I want to apologize for the recent radio silence, but... Oh, God, this collar. Itchy, man. It's got me scratching like a flea-bitten dog in a patch of poison oak. Not to mention, I've got this clicking in my head that I just can't seem to shake. Bet you the overseer probably put a chip in my brain. Now it's malfunctioning. Figured forcing everyone to wear a collar wasn't enough, so he decides to tag us too. I have got an epic case of cabin fever. I think maybe I'm going crazy. Crazier than usual. I gotta get out of here. I tell you, my mind, it's melting. It's dripping out of my ears. It's all this technology, this invisible energy. It's cutting right through me every second of the day. Wi-Fi is killing me, man. It's cutting me down slowly. There's no way to turn my brain off, and no way to keep this guy's gray matter a secret from his prying eyes, because he's psychic. No, don't say that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. He has 1 billion cameras in this place, that's all. 1 billion cameras, and they're all aimed at me. Better if they were guns. You know, I'd kill myself if I thought it'd keep him from reading my flaws. But he'd probably just dig up my corpse, plug out my spine, and shove it into some computer. Is that even possible? Can people really do that yet? Oh, God. My only choice is to keep drinking. Just keep drinking until my mind resembles an overcooked asparagus. I think I'm halfway there, I think. Every brain cell I drown is one less piece of evidence that bastards thought police could turn against me. Booze is the best degaussing gun. Okay, I gotta go. Remember, don't trust me. Not even anyone. Zager here. I want to apologize for... Know your enemies. Now, I'm not talking about those that come at you with clenched fists, but with open arms. I'm not talking about that creepy old Victorian on the hill with the rickety shutter and the murder crows perched on the roof. No, that's too easy to see. I'm talking the charming Mediterranean split level with the 2.5 kids in the yard. The one that looks warm and inviting, and you don't realize you're in a frame until you step inside and that big door swings shut on you. That is the real House of Horrors. Not Derringer. Not Derringer. A blind man could see through his brand of corporate evil. I'm talking about Treglazov. I'm talking about his mouthpiece, Maddie Sade, a resident journalist. A woman who's literally in bed with the overseer. Or has been. People talk. Anyway. I don't know what kind of journalist she was on the outside, but she's certainly sold her soul 1,000 times over in here. And what makes her so insidious is that she's too damn pretty. She's the plastic that'll melt first and cause a grease fire when the revolution heats up. She tells her lies through a megawatt smile. But for now, she's more dangerous than Derringer or any of those masked chumps. Even Mireille and all her empty promises have got nothing on Maddie. Actually, bad example. Mireille has got something on everyone. I've seen the files. You know? That gives me an idea. You know what? You know what? Privacy is dead. But somehow, I'm still alive. It's missing. And someone's been in here. I swear it. I know what you're probably thinking. And yeah, I am paranoid. But you'd be paranoid too if everyone was always out to get you. I swear I put these pictures away before I left. And I scattered everywhere. Maybe was I just drunk? No. Someone was here. I can't stay here. Whoever it was, whoever messed with my stuff, they'll be back. I gotta leave this place. I suppose it was only a matter of time. Keeping a secret from the overseer is hard enough. Keeping a secret room, well, that's nearly impossible. I'm gonna have to burn this spot and move on now. This is a life, right? Show me a revolutionary who isn't living in their own and I'll show you a revolution destined to fail. Because when that fateful day arrives and technology betrays us, I'll be well suited for survival. I'll set up shop, string some tin cans together, and I'll start spreading that gospel. But for right now, I can't settle down. I can't. Gotta stay hungry. Gotta stay lean. Living in shadow is a necessity in my line of work. You know what it's like? I'm like that rat scratching around behind your walls. Until one day, you don't hear him anymore. And you sit there and you hope he went silent because he's dead. But in your heart of hearts, you know that rat ain't dead. He's off somewhere, making more rats. I got a message for the Prizrak. To all you ghosts sulking around these halls, I got something to say. It's not your fault. You all been sold the same bill of goods by His Majesty King Treglazov. This place, this whole place, is just one big chessboard and all the pieces are pawns. Yeah, Derringer. Even you. The Overseer will junk you like a disposable razor as soon as your edges start to dull. You think I'm lying to you? You think because you're a loyalist and not some sawdust-eating prole that you earn a little carte blanche? Well, think again. Enjoy the afterlife, chumps. Maybe they have the internet in hell. If it's my hell, they do. Let's face it, you signed up for this mess because you thought you didn't have a choice. Or that there'd be some nice perks at least. But you can only feel up so many little old ladies in wheelchairs before the shine wears off. Whatever brought you to this place, whatever it took to get you on board, you signed that dotted line in blood, didn't you? You should have read the fine print. Because a Treglazov contract is binding. Literally. And let's talk for a minute about the job itself. Getting worked up every time the threat level rises, hitting little kids, recalibration. Does it make you feel like more of a man? I don't want to get all sour grapes here. I said I don't blame you, and I don't, truthfully. So I'm here to offer you a way out. And I don't mean at the end of a rope, neither. You know, living in crawl spaces has taught me to always keep an eye out for an escape route. So here's yours. Revolt. Revolt! Turn your rage and despair into something productive, and bring me the head of King Treglazov! And you better free yourselves because, well, he sure won't. And in the meantime, I'll be here. I should probably clean up the place a little. Make some space for that severed head. This is Zager, saying don't trust anyone. Not even